Uh-oh.
What are you uh-ohing?
I thought, did you not hit the music?
Hit the music?
There's definitely a delay there where you did the countdown, and then I was like, it's us, and you're eating a bagel. And I went, uh-oh.
No, I didn't see it at all because I hit it before the countdown finished even.
Then you wouldn't have heard me say uh-oh.
I did, but it was video up there.
Welcome to Exposure, Love Wrestling Weekend Independent Wrestling Show.
I'm going to finish my bagel now.
And so I don't know. I just saw a delay. My face popped up. You're eating a delicious bagel. Is that a plain bagel, an everything bagel? What you got going on there?
I think it's an everything bagel. I just found whatever's left on the counter.
Everything bagels are the best bagels.
I'm left to my own devices this weekend, so I'm going to be living on like chicken tenders and bagels.
What's your big like? The missus is gone. What's your big like? Moment of like this? I'm doing this because she's not here.
I usually order pizza.
Yeah, you know what I usually do? Breadsticks. Mrs. Pluggo thinks that's just extra carbs. So she's like, it's a waste of money. So when she's not around, I order breadsticks.
Didn't know Mrs. Pluggo was the fun police,
right? Even though like I'll order if she's around, but she always just thinks it's kind of a waste. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna eat an entire thing of breadsticks and not think twice. Hi, Bryce. Good morning.
What's up, Bryce? I'm gonna see Bryce in like 8 hours.
Oh, that's at like 6 p.m. my time. Where are you going? 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 Where are you going?
Winnipeg Pro Wrestling presents Rope Break tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you commentating?
Yes, I am.
Ooh. Very cool. So, tell everybody I said hi.
I will. And they'll be like, yeah.
They'll be like, who? Like that guy? No.
Him?
Yeah, gross. They're gonna be like, you're fired. Get out.
They're gonna make the Thad face.
He was not happy about that.
He was not.
And then Jack Pride definitely was not happy about me calling him the Stacy from Wayne's World.
The what from Wayne's World?
Stacy.
Oh,
the clingy psycho ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Like, get over it, Stacy. Go out with someone else. Mars is just not that into you anymore. You seem a little obsessed, my guy. A little obsessed.
You know, gun rack. What do I need a gun rack for?
I don't own
a gun.
A gun
constitute enough for a gun rack.
Gun rack. Yeah, it's like Jack. Get over it, dude. Jack in the LPW championship is like oil and water, dude. It's never gonna mix. By the way, that's a spoiler for our LPW preview show that will be next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go, Lawrence. Go Irish, baby. Let's go. Woo. Let's go. If they lose, I may just retire from everything. And
is that base
football?
Oh.
They're supposed to be pretty good, and then they lost to a team that they should have beat last week. So if they lose to another team they should beat this week.
Did they lose to the Permian Panthers?
I might just not like football anymore. No, the Permian Panthers are better than the team we lost to.
Oh. Was it the West Canaan Coyotes?
The West Canaan Coyotes. Nice, good shout. I don't want your life.
Jonathan Moxon, star quarterback of the West Canaan Coyotes.
Such a good movie.
Hey, you want to see the new Tweeter end zone dance? Yeah. You know what it's called? New Tweeter end zone dance.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Such a good movie.
I thought of you last night when I was watching a movie.
Oh, yeah? Which movie?
Night at the Roxbury.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Some scenes are very, like, not good nowadays when you look back at it.
Oh, well, yeah. Most movies are like that.
But this one, holy geez, there was a few lines that you start just howling at.
Yeah. Most movies I watch these days are not like that, where it's like, yeah, that doesn't hold up well.
No. I did start with The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I thought you just started watching The Rock as in like Dwayne Johnson. And I'm like, that's kind of creepy there, Blair.
No, just peering through his window.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dwayne? Thought you were going to be at SmackDown last night. What are you doing?
What's up, bro? Where you at?
What's up? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I am wearing a T-shirt today that is brand new. That I think
with sleeves on it. With sleeves on it. I'm wearing full sleeves.
If you read the words, can you see it?
Slam poetry. Which, by the way, we have a really cool Blairs Tidbits graphic inspired by that very slam poetry thing, but unfortunately, it does not download. So, Dustin, who made it, I need you to send me a downloadable version of that.
Yeah, and then we'll play the she's.
That'll be the official Blairs Tidbits moniker going forward. But
because it rocks and or rolls.
Right. I was gonna say, now, if you lose a gauntlet match, do you consider that a loss on your win-loss record, or do you just go, that was a special, like that's like losing the Royal Rumble? Would you be like,
I think if you get pinned in the gauntlet match, you lose. Okay. But if you're in the gauntlet and you don't get pinned, you do not lose.
So by my account, Ricochet is 2-0 in AEW.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm getting flamed this morning for saying he's 2-0 in AEW, and people are like, oh, so we just forget about the gauntlet match he lost? I'm like, 20 other people lost that match.
Because wrestling fans are little nerds.
I was like, I think you guys understand. I mean, it's singles matches. I don't count I don't think Jade Cargill lost the Royal Rumble. Like, it doesn't, I mean, she did, but she was in it. Doesn't mean she lost it.
Well, actually, she did not. She was not victorious, which would constitute a loss on her part, and the aura that pertains to it.
Okay, damn it. That's
what some of these little nerds sound like. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like, calm down, guys. They're like, he lost his debut, or in AEW, the math isn't mathing, and I go, oh my god.
I
think you know what I mean.
Yeah. Why can't everyone has to be so matter of fact with it?
It's wrestling.
And,
wrestling. In my mind, he won that gauntlet match. It's all subjective.
Exactly.
I can't even find your Blairs Tidbit graphic today. Everything's out of whack.
Everything's just wiling out with Nick Cannon.
Oh, that's what I like to say. Why I'm wiling out like Nick Cannon, baby. That show's every once in a while. Throw on wiling out. Every once in a while, it's on like one of those like free TV apps, like Tubi. Like a Tubi, and you can just binge watch 24 straight hours of Nick Cannon's wiling out.
We got a new cable box, and Tubi's on there. And I think Tubi was the only place that I could watch Point Break without paying for it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tubi always has some rando films on there. Mm-hmm. Look at that. We drank at the same time. Weird.
Cheers to blend.
Cheers, friend. So what do we want to talk about today?
PWI released their 500 list.
They did. They sure did. Didn't I say we were going to talk about that? I did. You
wanted to talk about it, so I did my research.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did too, I take it.
Yeah, kind of. No. Well, yeah. So Thursday night we had.
Hold on. May I interrupt for 1 second, because I see Ray Damascaris is in the chat. And I know Ray was at the Time Bomb Pro show last night. So, Ray, I need to know the deets of what happened, if you could throw it in the chat. I know I will see Mr. Morrison later today. But, how was it? I know Danhausen was there, so give us the deets.
Oh, which you love Danhausen.
I do.
Really? I don't believe you.
Before we talk about the PWI 500, before we get into the list of like the names that are relevant to us, I was going through the list, and do they have like main roster women in the list? Or
No.
it was just independent women that were in the list?
Yeah. There's not a lot like WWE and stuff like that. They don't do a lot of like intergender or anything like that. So it's hard to make this list.
Oh, okay, I guess so. So it's relevant to like.
So basically, Kevin, who the editor-in-chief, if you want to shamelessly plug Between Two Beards Thursday night, he was on talking about that exact thing.
Yeah.
Basically, like the Master Slamoviches of the world who, wrestle, in promotions that are with a lot of different men. And then, and that factors into it because, like, I'll use like Sasha Bay or Mercedes Moné. I used her old name. Mercedes Moné, for example, wouldn't make this list because she doesn't cross over much into the, you know what I mean? Like Bailey's not wrestling John Moxley, things like that.
That makes sense. I was curious about it. So I was like, why are some on here, but not others? So,
well, because then that was always the debate that I'd had, like, last year when Masha was like 14th or 15th on the list, but then she wasn't like the top women's wrestler in the 250 is because they kind of differentiate. Like she held the GCW World Championship for a better part of a year. She wrestled a lot of male opponents, opposed to like was number one last year. I think it was Shuri, who just wrestled mainly. But he says, great show. New champ. Tyler Colton destroyed Jordan. I mean, destroyed. By the way, get your tickets for Violence is Forever next month. Masa Tanaka is coming to town.
Yeah. Masato Tanaka of
the
famous feud with Mike Awesome. So
fat chick Mike Awesome or just Mike Awesome?
It was Mike Awesome, like that. I will beat you to a pulp, Mike Awesome. I will powerbomb you
that
off the top rope.
And so that Mike Awesome.
Yeah.
Got it.
But new champ, Canadian Hercules, Tyler Colton. So huge props to him. He'll be in the WPW ring tonight. So
heck yeah.
See how that goes. But awesome.
Heck awesome. No pun intended. Maybe they'll run it back. Maybe Mike Awesome will be in town as well.
He won't. He's no longer with us.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's okay.
I didn't know that. I don't know why that would happen.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. And Bryce say congrats to Tyler Colton. Do we like Tyler Colton? Is he a good dude or?
I like him. I've done commentary with him before. We have good repertoire. He's a monster in the ring, that's for sure. Solid dude.
Hell yeah. Hells yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I can't believe I didn't know Mike Awesome passed away. Now I feel like I should be better at my job.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We probably didn't think we were going to be talking about Mike Awesome today. So
I didn't. We talked about him last week, though.
So the PWI 500.
Yeah. What stood out to you on the independent side of things?
I did make a list of names that, I figured we'd throw out there of their placing of it.
Some of our favorites.
Yeah, obviously we're not going to go through all of the independent wrestlers on there, or else this would be a 4-hour podcast.
Yes, because there are a lot. This is a very heavy independent wrestling list.
And
so browse it at your own leisure.
I tried to keep it where, like, Mustafa Ali is like number 19, but like he wrestles a lot in Impact. He wrestles a lot, New Japan. So it's like, of course, he's going to be that high up on the list. So
like Alex Kane at 25 is more MLW heavy than he would be independently. But shout out to our boy.
So number 39 was Cruel, the IWTV World Champion. You've seen a lot of him as of late, and so he was 39. Blake Christian was 64, and he's been GCW champ for most of the year before he was stripped at the Best of the Super Juniors.
Yeah, I thought he would have been a little higher, but 64 feels about right for Blake.
Yeah, Shug D was 73, and I think he's very like a really good year. Like, you haven't heard too much about him, but he's been consistent and like always delivered.
Yeah.
77, Matt Cardona. I think he's someone else who would have been a lot higher if it wasn't for the injury that's taken him out since, I think, March. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. 79 was Mance
Warner. Call you.
79 was Mance Warner, your current GCW champ. I think next year you'll see him higher on that list.
Yeah, because he won the GCW championship after I think this evaluation period ended, or right towards the tail end. So if he holds that thing for any semblance of time in GCW, he'll be up. He'll shoot up that list pretty high. They put a lot of weight into GCW World Championship.
Yeah, look at where Masha placed, before, so
she's just badass.
Yeah. 88 was Mao, which was
our boy Mao.
92
good.
was Alec Price.
I
think he's someone
like a lot.
Yeah, he's someone you'll keep seeing rise up that list. 122 is
which is surprisingly a little lower than I thought they would slot Effie, but maybe because I do know we talked to Kevin for about an hour on Thursday, and he said that they definitely wanted to try to differentiate the three lists that they do now, because they do a tag team list at the end of the year too, and they factor in like singles match. So if Effie does a lot of trios and tags, so that he does a lot of singles too, but he does a lot of trios and tags, which is a good portion of his workload. So you might see him end up in the tag list as well. So.
Yeah, you'll see him probably at a better rating for that.
Yeah, because that's why Brody King didn't make it, because he hasn't wrestled many singles matches this year. You have to wrestle at least 10 or 6 in 6 months, and poor Brody King got snubbed on this list and was not happy about it.
I saw that. 128, your Deadlock Pro champion Calvin Tankman. 132 is Warhorse. 133, Jordan Oliver. Jordan Oliver, someone else. If it wasn't for the injury, I think you'd see him higher up on that list.
Yes.
139, Megan Bain.
Good.
I thought that was a good placing for her, considered all things considered,
Yeah, no, I think 139. I think she's starting to get her footing and her momentum going. And again, that's another one that I could see shooting up into the top 100 easily next year if she keeps on the pace she's on now.
151 was Kevin Blackwood. 163, Alan Angels. 165, Joey Janela.
Nice, our friend. You got to call him friend of the show, dude.
Friend of the show, Joey Janela. You're a friend of the show?
Yes, our friend of the show.
You're the one who made the friendship, It's okay to do separate things. It's okay. You made your friend. I'm okay with that.
Okay. I just want you to be friends, too. I want us to be the three best friends that anybody could have.
We just got to get him on, and we'll slot him right in the middle of us, and it'll be a little for exposure.
I just want to remake the movie The Hangover with you, me, and Joey Janela.
Yeah, I'm down.
Zombie Squad, hello.
So 170 was Titus Alexander. 179, former IWS champion Benjamin Tull.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to get some IWS love on this thing.
Yeah. 183, Royce Isaacs, who competed with LPW this year.
And you got to talk to your best friend
up on the LPW show. So 192, Kevin Koo. 193, Gringo Loco. Hey, it's the Fun Police.
Oh, who's here? Oh, good morning, Mrs. Pluggo. I told him at the top of the show how you're not a fan of ordering breadsticks because you think it's just extra carbs for the sake of extra carbs.
Yeah,
Blair thinks
exactly.
You're the Fun Police now.
Maybe.
Blair, I'm going to have to come stay with you.
Apparently. We'll order breadsticks. So 193 is Gringo Loco. 245 was Alley Catch. 269 Junior Benito, who's been tearing it up in C4. 295 Tom Lawler. 327 Jack Cartwheel. 332 Evan Rivers, who LPW Boom wrestled over in Japan this year. DEFY, he's been crushing it.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah, 339, and this is the one that's going to be higher up next year. I can guarantee it. Zilla Fatu.
Zilla, baby. I knew you were getting there. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the. I love the way you broke it down because these are all the names I would have brought up too. But Zilla, man, if rumors are true and he's destined for the Fed, it's only going to go up. It's all rise for Zilla, man. I'm just happy he made the list.
Hell yeah. So, after that, we got Zoe Sager was at 383.
Who? Oh, just one of the greatest LPW wrestlers of all time. One of the most decorated LPW wrestlers of all time. Shout out to Zoe Sager for making this list. It's a badass. So proud. That's another name. Pushing the way she's pushing, the sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like paying for breadsticks, just bread. Get another pizza instead. See, now that's not a terrible shout, but sometimes you just like to put
you just need a little something else.
I was gonna say you need to put a stick in your mouth, but context.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes you just need some more bread. Maybe I'm carbo loading. I don't know. No, but yeah, we just get more pizza. It's true. It's good. Not a bad thing.
389 was Travis Williams. So big shout out to Travis Williams. After that, we got 396 Microman.
Yeah.
398 Judas.
Now listen. Okay, right there. Stop.
What?
I love Microman, but he is not better than Judas Icarus.
What?
Come on. Come on.
Microman should not be higher than one half of Sinner and Saint. Half of one of the best wrestlers in Canada right now. You're telling me that Microman's better than him?
Now here's what we need to do. We need to get Microman versus Judas Icarus to fight for the spot.
I think I need to see, one-on-one. You can say.
Is she leaving the chat or is she leaving the house? Is she packing up?
I hope not. Look, Boris isn't here. You can pull out the toes. It's fine.
Yeah. The all toes show. But no. Microman? No, I love Microman. Good for him.
Yeah. So I want to see Judas Icarus kick Microman.
Into the fourth row of whatever crowd that would be. Yikes.
Yeah. So number 400, Sawyer Wreck. 407. I think a lot of people aren't too familiar with him, but there's so much potential with this guy. Predominantly wrestles in Quebec. Zach Patterson. So he's someone to watch for. 411, the Queen of the Indies, Hyann. 431, Jody Threat. 452, Tony Deppen. I should say 431, Jody Threat. That's not a threat. That's a Jody promise.
33, Sandra Moon, one of our faves.
Yeah.
You got to love Sandra Moon.
So 452, Tony Deppen, 480, Von Vertigo, and 494, the sweetest pea, Christara. So,
hells yeah. And then 500, Mims, a.k.a. Blue Cane. Yeah. Shout out. But no, shout out to everybody on this list. If we didn't mention you, it's just because we're pressed for time. Like you said, we could go 400. But I love this list. It's one of my favorite things every year. And then I just love the way it gives, whether you like it or not, it's awesome to see like all of our friends and all of the independent talents out there grinding, getting some recognition on this list and being able to post their number. And it's so cool to see, and it's awesome that LPW is represented so strongly in this list, and they'll be represented even stronger in the 250 when that comes out here in a couple months. Mm-hmm. Like, you just love to see it. So shout out to everybody at the PWI for all your hard work.
Yeah,
and if you want more PWI talk, please go check out that interview with Kevin McElvaney, the editor-in-chief that we did on Beards, because he was awesome, and that was a bucket list interview for a guy like me. So
there you go.
I was very excited to get to do that.
So, what do you want to talk about first? You want to do
Bryce's wife is saying is ordering too many breadsticks. Is that a thing? Too many? Yeah, that is.
Post show tonight, we're going to go crush some breadsticks.
I'm ordering breadsticks tonight. Just breadsticks. Sir, do you want a pizza with those breadsticks? No.
Breadstick me, dog.
Just breadsticks. All the breadsticks you can give me.
With the pizza I ordered yesterday, I did get an order of breadsticks too.
Nice.
It's like a little appetizer, Dip your breadsticks in a little marinara sauce.
I don't do that, but
I do. And then I just throw it in my mouth like I'm a little hobbit eating for the first time all day. It's like it's 11sies, and I'm like nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
No. I'm gonna run a train on these chicken fingers and nom 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 nom. You're not really rolling with the ladies, are you there? Oh, I got a pretty good in with the school nurse. She's a divorcee.
You look like Aladdin.
Role Models is another good one. Another good movie.
Chicka, fake ID.
Yeah.
Bryce, I'm fully expecting her to throw breadsticks at General Manager James Corbett tonight.
Oh, dude, that'll be fun.
Yeah, never mind streamers, throw breadsticks at him. So
breadstick death match at Winnipeg Pro tonight.
We can start off with some we'll start off with this announcement coming out of LPW. We can talk about this first.
Let's do that.
For the LPW Challenge Championship, Michael Richard Blairs versus T.Y. Jackson. That's going to be at LPW Flirty and Thriving. I was almost going to say 30 and Thriving, but it's flirty.
30, Flirty, and Thriving. It's T.Y. Jackson of the Rads taking on Michael Richard Blairs, your grand champion. T.Y. Jackson's coming off the Scramble Championship loss. I wonder if having that gold has maybe he learned a thing or two. We'll find out and see if he can, pull one off here, because MRB's killing it, man. MRB is on this level of just like, I don't know who's going to beat him. TY is definitely motivated and capable. He's one of my absolute favorite people. So we'll see if he can get it done. I'm psyched for this match. I have one question for you, though, and for the chat and for our socials and for everybody. What does TY stand for? Wrong answers only.
Thank you.
Thank you? That's the best you got?
Off the top of my head, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jackson. Takes on MRB.
It's Thank You, Jackson versus Mr. B.
Mr. B versus Thank You, Jackson for the Grand Championship. Let's go.
Sounds like a match from like Southpaw Wrestling.
It does. It's a totally yoked Jackson.
That's
good, Bryce.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Totally yoked Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Tacos Yummy Jackson.
Can't put me on the spot and expect gold.
I love you, TY. TY is the best.
Now,
full shoot. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but when I first started working here and we first started doing LPW shows, the first one I watched, TY was on it. And I just remember messaging Spencer and going, that dude has something. I love this guy. I don't know anything about him, but he rules. So TY has been one of my favorites from the beginning. Top Yodeler Jackson. I like that too.
If you want a very, very hot take, tune in next week for the LPW preview show, because I'm going to drop a spicy one. We're going to preview the whole show next week. Boris is going to be here. I will drop a hot take.
Tasty Yams Jackson.
Ooh, that's good.
I like that one. Tasty Yams Jackson. Clearly, I am hungry because all of my TY related, what does TY stand for, is food.
Yeah.
I need to eat breakfast.
You didn't eat nothing today?
Two yolks Jackson with a side of bacon, please. Tastefully yellow Jackson.
Next week, I'm going to make sure Mrs. Pluggo feeds you before the show.
I woke up late today. It was on me. Top Yodeler's good though, affiliate.
Top Yodeler is good.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
I fell asleep watching Family Guy yesterday. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I fell asleep watching. I don't even remember. Some stand-up comedy on Netflix.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, you were watching that Matt Rife special, weren't you?
No, it wasn't. It's Chad Daniels.
Yeah, no. Chad Daniels is actually a wrestler here in Winnipeg.
Oh, nice. So there, he's also a stand-up comedian here in the States. Does a lot of dad humor.
Yeah. Oh, I like dad humor. So, we could kick things off with some
too young Jackson, because he's the youngest Rad.
He is.
Okay.
Who's the dad of the Rads?
Based on last month, TY.
He's the youngest one, though.
But he's the one that's like, you two need to figure your shit out between Rich and Larry. Like, hey, he's like, listen, guys.
If I've learned anything from watching reality TV, because we're currently watching Teen Mom, the original show from like 2010, that there can be some younger people who are very mature for their age, because there was one couple that gave their kid up for adoption, and they're the most mature couple out of all of them, even with their parents. So TY, he's the youngest. He can be most mature, but I need to know who's the dad vibes of the Rats. Is it Larry?
It was Ben until he went out for milk and never came back.
Wow.
Well, they kicked him out. Well, they need to bring him back. What? Let's go. Let's mend those fences.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, totally yoked to Jackson. We'll talk more about him next week.
We will. Maybe I'll come up with a good TY.
I'm going to put that out on socials. So think about it and then drop us at 4Exposure Pod what you think TY means. Wrong answers only, of course. I don't even legitimately know what the right answer is. I've never asked the guy. I should. I talk to him not all the time, but enough to where I could be like, hey, what's TY stand for? But I just haven't. I just roll with it. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe it is just T and Y.
It could be.
Maybe he meant to say it's Ty Jackson, but then it just somebody said TY and I don't know.
He accidentally hit the period button when he was typing out his name.
Yeah, on his resume, and then he just didn't correct them, and then it's just been a thing, and he just hasn't thought it through. I don't know.
That's okay. Okay. Defy is coming up. Come on. There we go. For the Defy World Championship at Defy by Design, September 20th, Artemis Spencer is challenging against Kenta.
Ooh.
Artemis Spencer's the staple of Defy. Is this the match where he claims the championship?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes. I think it's time.
I think it's
no disrespect to Kenta, but this would be a huge moment. And I think, why not? Let's send the fans home happy.
I think so. And I mean, I love seeing Kenta just show up. Like, he's been with Defy for a while now, but like having him show up at these indie shows, I think is great.
Did you just book Kenta in LPW? Is that what you just did?
Yes.
Did you? Here.
Kenta's going to challenge for the Scramble Championship at LPW 30.
And the Tag Team Championships. He's going to do both. Double duty by himself. Zach's making the poster as we speak. Kenta in LPW. Book it. For the audio listeners of this podcast, this is simply speculations, not actually a thing.
He is lying. I don't know why he said that. We are maintaining our journalistic integrity.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're just booking gold here. We're just spending Spencer's money. That's all we're doing.
We're going to see Kenta versus Goose on the Thursday night show. He's going to
win
the
championship.
And then he's going to cash it. He's just like, I'm going to cash in for 2 titles.
Oh, he's going to. I want to cash in for every championship match. Is it in the contract that it's only one? Kenta says, that doesn't work for me, brother. And he cashes in on all titles at LPW 40.
Yeah, he's going to hit him with that doesn't work for me.
LPW, this is 40.
Yeah.
LPW, LPW 37. I'm 37.
I wonder if LPW 40. What's that show going to be named?
I don't know.
Is it going to be the 40-year-old virgin?
LPW 40-year-old version.
Yeah.
Oh, who would be the perfect Steve Carell in LPW if they went LPW 40-year-old virgin as the show title? Who would play the Steve Carell part where who's the one?
The wily veteran Jared Rogers.
Jared Rogers? Maybe?
Yeah.
Mars? He slick Mars's hair back and just Thad. It's gotta be Thad. No, it's gotta be Thad. It's perfect. He's got the look. LPW 40-year-old version, and it's Thad.
And just Thad looking up.
Oh my god.
Who gives us the time to do this show?
Here's what's gonna happen. Whether that happens or not, I'm making that my reality.
Yes.
I will refuse to call LPW 40 whatever they call it and only roll with that.
Yeah.
Who else would be a good? Jared's a good one. Thad is probably my front runner for that particular picture. Who else could we see? Oh, that's good. We'll have to keep
I think you could throw an MRB into that role for the poster.
You could.
I think you could.
MRB would be a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we're just over here booking nothing but gold for Spencer. We're just printing money on this show. That's all we're doing.
So we've got Matt Vandegrift versus Jordan Oasis.
Back together?
No, they're not together. They're against each other.
No, they're back together.
Back together.
Oasis got back together.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So after all, I'm a Wonder Wall.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. But no, this will be a good match. Good match. Good stuff. Good.
I think,
it's good.
Zooming up.
Watch out.
We've got Shaft defending the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship against Sebastian Wolf.
Hells yeah. That's going to be a good one.
I'm not going to lie. I think Wolf takes this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's not very often you see a title in another company change hands.
I think
could happen.
I think Sebastian Wolf wins.
So we got 2 title changes so far to DEFY because we got Artemis beating Kenta, and now we got Sebastian Wolf because I always root for Sebastian Wolf no matter what. So
yeah, you have to.
Heck yeah, I'm in on it.
World Tag Team Championship 4-corner war. You got C4, Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas versus Sinner and Saint versus the Bollywood Boys versus Midnight Heat. And the one guy from Midnight Heat looks very familiar. It's almost like we saw him on SmackDown yesterday.
Justice for Ricky. #Justice for Ricky. He was unceremoniously booted out of that tag match with KO by that dastardly Randy. Well, he was booted out by KO because he got stunnered, but it was really because Randy Orton was back. I wanted to see what Ricky could do there, but hey, that's a good matchup to have.
From that dastardly Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah, what's up, boss? Well, yeah, 6 likes. Can we get 4 more? Do we have more in the tank to get us to 10 over on the YouTubes? I think we could do it, boss. We just booked you a couple banger matches coming up at the future LPW shows. Just know that we spent the money. We've already sent the checks to the wrestlers that we talked about. But yeah, Sinner and Saint look always are a good time. I think, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I don't normally do. I think C4 here. I think they sneak this one out. I think that they're just kind of this is their time. This is their statement win here in Defy. Big, like, I know they're champs, so that sounds silly, but this is a murderer's row of 3 tag teams to beat that really cements your legacy as these champions.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me. Even though, because I think Judas is going to be thinking too much about being slotted behind Microman in the PWI top 500.
Oh yeah, he's
got that on his mind.
Yeah, 100%.
His emotions are going to get the best of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got
boy.
Vert Vixen, former Defy Women's Champion Vert Vixen, going 1-on-1 with Viperous.
I do not know too much about Viperous, but I do know that Vert Vixen is looking to get back into the winning ways of Defy and get back into that championship picture. So give me Vert, former LPW alum as well.
Yeah, I remember Viperous had a few matches on Dark and Dark Elevation when that was a thing. And haven't heard too much of her lately, but I saw this graphic. I saw a couple others, so it looks like she's really doing a lot more.
Heck yeah.
So,
more than that.
So that's Defy. We got some C4 to go over. Then we'll do some tidbits, and then we'll do GCW stuff.
GC dub.
Don't have too much for tidbits, though.
That's a light tidbits.
Light tidbits. So here we go. You saw him on the PWI list, the C4 champion, Junior Benito versus Evil Uno. This is a big challenge for Junior Benito.
Yeah, Evil Uno, always a tough matchup. That dude can go. I love Evil Uno ring. Like, I think he's so on the indies more than AEW because I think he does some stuff there. And Junior Benito, we just love that guy. He's just awesome. So I'm going to take Junior Benito, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to beat Evil Uno.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's going to be a tough challenge, but you know what? I think he's up for it, and I'm excited to see this one. So if you wanted a little bit of beef in your life, these next 2 matches are there for you. The Butcher versus Mike Marston, and also TDT.
Wait, go back. Go back.
Okay.
Go back. What's with the Butcher's face? Why is he going? It looks like he's like concerned, but yet scared. I don't know.
Okay, make that face again, and I'll switch to you. That's the face.
It's like I'm gonna get you.
I thought it was more like this.
No, I don't know, but he looks like he's oh, he's got the lip up. Yeah, you're right. I can't do it, but he looks concerned.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he just saw some shit.
So but we got that, and we got TDT versus Spitfire. Danny.
Oh, I love this job, dude. Spitfire is so much fun.
Are we going to see new C4 tag champs?
No. Maybe.
You think TDT retains?
Oh my God! Don't make me pick.
I have to.
I would like to see Spitfire win this thing, but I love TDT, and I think that I think Spitfire has some other things going right now over in Impact that they need to. Mm-hmm. So give me TDT, but I don't love it. Because you know how I feel about Jody Threat, and when she makes her Jody promise, boom. Because we haven't done it yet today.
Okay. We've got
to our boy Cyclope, baby.
Yeah, he threw us that retweet. You know,
he
barely
did,
ever tweets out or throws us a retweet.
He said these guys, they get it.
Yeah.
Since you use Cyclope, my sparkling water is for you.
Cheers, Cyclope. This Coke Zero is for you.
Cheers, buddy.
We've got Kevin Blackwood versus Gabriel Fuerza. I'm hyped.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. A very good match. This
is a stack show.
Very stacked show. That's a matchup that if you win that thing, you could easily go, give me a shot at the championship. Give me Junior Benito or whoever wins. Evil Uno might win. You never know. But
a 6-way scramble match. You've got Cheech versus McRae Martin versus London Lightning versus Mark Wheeler versus Myung Jae Lee versus Pretty Ricky. You know who's not going to win this match? Pretty Ricky.
Whoa!
Because
why? Because why? What happened?
I donated on Quizplex and he didn't like it.
Burn your crops down, dude.
I know he is. So you know what? You're gonna win. I like them apples.
Well, Pretty Ricky, I do not subscribe to the views expressed there by Blair Pacheco, aka Grainmaker Podcast. So I'll pick you.
Okay.
I don't want to burn my crops down too.
No, that's understandable.
I have had it, Bryce. The Oreo Coke Zero. It's interesting.
I have.
It tastes like chocolate. I don't know. We got it in the States, but you know what they also have? So they have the Oreo Coke Zero, and then they have Coke Oreos. The Coke Oreos are better than the Coke Oreo Zero, but it's all good in my book. The Coke Oreos are fantastic.
Yep.
Coca-Cola, I should say, should preface.
Can you send me a pack of Coke Oreos? I will pay you for them.
Okay. Let me find them at the store.
Yeah, you let me know how much it is, and you ship them through FedEx to me or UPS or whatever, and I will pay you for them.
Okay.
I'll eat them on the for exposure following whenever I get them.
Okay. We could do that. I'll have to we bought them at the store yesterday. If they have any more, because we have to go out today, I'll see if I can find them this weekend.
Okay, thank you. So,
dude, yeah, they're good.
Got to hit up a gas
station. Here now at any gas station, and then the Coke Oreos. You haven't found them yet. Yeah, we found a pack yesterday. They're solid. They're solid as a rock. Anyway.
And wrapping up the C4 show, Dom Guarini versus Von Vertigo. Guarini was someone I was surprised wasn't on the PWI 500, but then he's been hurt for a chunk of the year, so it makes sense.
Hurt for a chunk of the year, and he does a lot of stuff with Kevin Koo, so he's more of a tag team guy. Kevin Koo does more singles than Dominic, but yeah, he's back in the swing. That's a good match. That's the kind of match I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be a good one.
Yes, sir.
So we'll do a few tidbits.
Blairs Tidbits.
You can keep going. Beep boop
bop. Beep boop bop. Tidbits. Bits of tid. These bits died for our sins.
So at West Coast Pros Bring the Pain, they announced Amira versus Vert Vixen. So we got that one to look forward to. We also have we still have Revolver and some GCW to get through. I don't know if we're going to get through all the Revolver. We'll get through.
We might have to rapid fire the Revolver show because it's a good card and everybody should watch it.
Same with Deadlock Pro. We gossiped a lot to start. Just announced this one is going to be hyped. West Coast Wrecking Crew versus ABC at Relentless Pro. So watch for that one. I think it'll be up on IWTV, I think. I could be mistaken if I'm not mistaken. So we got that. And then I'll just rapid fire these two Deadlock Pro ones. We've got just announced was Danny Luna versus Hyan at the Carolina Classic. That is taking place on Sunday. And here is the rest of the card.
Boom.
You've got four ways, final qualifiers with LeBron Cazone versus Timothy Thatcher, Jake Something versus Mad Dog Connolly, Titus Alexander versus Speedball Mike Bailey, and Kevin Blackwood versus Luke Jacobs. The winner of those will go into the four-way finals. And then you also have Trish Adora versus Shoko Nakajima, Adam Priest versus Robbie Eagles, and then, like I mentioned, Danny Luna versus Hyan.
That's a good card. It's a super good card. Where can you watch that? Or is that up on
on their website?
Okay. I'll have to check that out. Check into that. That's dope, as the kids say.
But they do a lot of partnership with West Coast Pro, with Prestige. So, yeah, just something to watch out for. And so that's that. Let's do the GCW one just to update for a couple matches for this weekend, actually, because we previewed those two shows. Oh, I got one other tidbit.
Yeah.
More
right tidbits.
Because Super Crazy's making his GCW debut. You know I'm all over this shit.
Oh, yeah. This is your bag, baby. Thursday, October 31st, they're doing a Halloween show, huh?
Yeah. Right. I hope that it's all costumes. All costumes.
I would hope so, too. That would be a misstep on their part if they just had a Monsters Bash with no costumes. Best costume contest for the wrestlers. Super Crazy win.
The theme music for that show should be Mike Tyson singing Monster Mash.
Yes.
Mash, 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 mash.
Yeah, that's right. Get them.
Okay. So tonight, GCW has a show also announced for tonight. That wasn't previously. Alec Price versus Arez. Which that one's going to be, I think that's going to be sneaky good. Like, Alec Price always delivers. But I think that's one that's kind of
too.
Yeah, that's one that's going to surprise people, I think. So there's that one. And then there's also for tomorrow night was announced another Alec Price match versus Marcus Mathers. Because he's just Marcus Mathers. He's just a regular guy.
Just Marcus Mathers. Just a young prodigy with all the fuss about him.
So that's this weekend. And then that goes into what are you doing?
Look at these new features that we have. Sorry. They don't let me push buttons on Thursdays because of that. We have new features here at StreamYard.
Just getting me ready for next weekend.
Oh, God, yeah. That show's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Yeah. So Aura next weekend, Friday, September 20th. And this one's in Philly. So Matt Warner defending against Hershey's own Tony Deppen.
Tony Deppen. Do you think he gets cheered in his home state?
Oh, obviously he's going to get cheered, but he's not going to. He's not going to embrace those cheers.
No, of course not. He's going to steal some hats,
probably. And also announced Sydney Akeem versus Arez. Hey, I've talked about it before. I like the run Sydney's getting with GCW.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's showing out, and then Arez is going to be another good one.
Mm-hmm. I think considering just how he was kind of thrown into the mix with WWE and like just the way they went about everything, the scripts thing, like for him to stick with it, I think that's big on him because he could have easily just pieced out and done whatever, But it shows he actually liked it. So here's that. I thought I had sent over more for this one, but apparently not. So there is also a Zilla Fatu match.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Did we talk about? Well, I wanted to preview it. Come on, bro.
Oh, sorry.
What the deuce. So we've also got Brooke Havoc versus Tasha Steelz.
Yep.
Mike Bailey versus Ruckus. And Zilla Fatu versus Matt Tremont. So you can look forward to all of those.
I thought we talked about those last week, so you didn't want to do those again this week, so I didn't put those in. I just put the ones that we didn't talk about.
No, we did not talk about.
I actually sifted through and was like, "Oh yeah, that was last week. This one we haven't talked about."
Review all of them.
Sorry,
that's okay.
Sorry, boss. He's gonna yell at me after the show.
Hey! You don't have to say that on air. We'll talk about it later.
Sorry.
Lock and load.
Sorry.
Lock and load.
Sorry, Daddy Pachico. Oh, was I not supposed to tell people that you make me call you that too?
You're a jerk.
We need the banner. Where's the banner? This is for entertainment purposes.
Oh, it's for someone's entertainment. I'm not sure whose though.
All right, Wrestling Revolver has a show this weekend.
Oh,
what? Actually, I'm going to yell at you now. Oh no, what happened?
I don't know.
We got 11 likes.
We did what you asked.
We did what you asked.
Okay, we got a few minutes to just sift through the Wrestling Revolver card, and then we'll say our goodbyes if we're ever allowed back. For the Wrestling Revolver World Title, this is taking place Saturday, September 21st. So you can watch the LPW preview show here on 4Exposure, and then check this out up on Trailer TV. It's a nice little segue. Ace Austin versus Robbie Eagles. We've got the return of the Rascals.
Yeah.
Trey Miguel's dog.
Is he going to be wrestling too?
The dog trios match.
Is that Zach and Trey saying we don't need you, Wesley, anymore? We're going to just use my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I think so.
Okay.
We've got, for the first time ever, Elijah versus Myron Reed. Okay.
Another a rascal as well.
Elijah's wrestled like 4 matches on the independents. Do we really need to brand it as first time ever? A lot of these matches are first time ever.
Got to draw the eyes in however you can, man. Maybe there's one person, the person that bought the ticket because of this first time ever match, you just dumped all over him, Blair.
So a monsters brawl match. You've got Cruel versus RSP versus Crash versus Atticus. So this is just going to be, this is the violence that you will need. Like, you know how a show has a match of everything? You're flippy, you're wrestling. This is going to be your violence.
This is violent for sure. It's going to be some blood, some guts. It's going to be a good one.
Blood and guts. We have the return of Masha Slamovich.
Oh, we get the return of the Rascals too. Just a lot of returns. Big returns.
Tales from the Ring returns. And last but not least, for the Wrestling Revolver Remix title, Lince Dorado versus Jay Christ.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm into that. You know, Lince Dorado's really good. It's a very solid show. Revolver always puts on a very solid show. I don't know about you, but ever since this comment from Spencer came out, I don't know. We're gonna talk to post show.
Yikes!
He's like, listen, guys, that tidbit segment's gotta go.
Yeah, just garbage.
Garbage daddies. You guys are the garbage daddies of this.
You calling Blair Daddy Pacheco? Can't have it.
That's the line.
That's the line.
I just love the idea of being called into the boss's office for something like that and just being like, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. What do you mean?
What do you mean you can't call him Daddy Pacheco? What do you mean, Spencer? What do you mean you're firing us? What?
So next weekend, we are going to be back later. I think 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, we said.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. Yes.
And
we'll
get the message.
That now.
Yeah, we'll get the message from Boris confirming, so that's how we'll know we have to reconfirm it.
Boris will forget, and then he'll be like, oh, yeah.
Okay. Will Boris know the card going into the show?
Absolutely not. I don't think Boris knows the card day of show.
Probably not.
I think Boris is just like the rest of us, just sits there and is like, oh, he just does it all on the fly. No research. Boris is just a pro. He just says, Spencer, don't tell me nothing. The matches come out. I'm just going to call it on the fly. Call it in the ring, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's a pro.
Okay. Well, Boris will be joining us next week. Maybe we'll have another guest. I don't know.
Maybe if there's enough time. I don't know.
If there's enough time. Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond. But for myself, you can find me up on all social media at Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. So check that out. And here every weekend with this gem of a person, as we take a look at the world of independent wrestling right here on 4Exposure. Where can they find you?
Well, you can follow us at For Exposure Pod on the Twitter machine to stay up to date with that stuff we just talked about, like the Boris coming on, if he comes on, all that kind of stuff.
If we're still having the show.
If we're still having the show, you'll just stay tuned to the socials. If you see a big X across the name, like crossed out, just know that we were fired. But I can't figure out how to deactivate Twitter. So, but you can find me Pluggo on all your favorite social media platforms. You search Pluggo, you'll find this face. That's me. I'm everywhere. You can find me Thursday nights, 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beers. Like I said, this past Thursday, we had Kevin McElvaney of PWI on the show to talk about the 500 list. Please go check that out. Super fun interview. You can find all of our stuff at B2Beards on all social medias. And then, like you said, I'm here every weekend with you. So that's me. That's where I'll be.
Hell yeah. So for this wonderful person right there.
And for Daddy Pachico.
Fuck. Peace in the streets.